So basically, TMS is transaction management system. It is the online IT platform which is basically used to process and monitor the entire patient treatment cycle. This platform has been developed to submit the registration, pre-authorization, and claim requests and facilitate cashless service for PMJY beneficiaries at hospital that are empaneled with the scheme. So now I'll be sharing my screen. I hope my screen is visible. So today I'll show you the TMS demo on the demo platform that we use for training purpose. But the platform that you guys use at hospital level is the live platform, which is tms.pmjy.gov.in. But for the training purpose, we use test tms.pmjy.gov.in. So you can access this portal or platform with any through any web browser. As soon as you enter the URL, you'll see the login page, and then you need to enter the user ID. So the first role in TMS is of Medco. Medco is basically the medical coordinator. The role of the medical coordinator is to register the patient. So I'll enter the user ID of the Medco. Now I'll enter the captcha. After entering the captcha, I need to click on this checkbox, which is basically the terms and conditions checkbox. Once you click on this checkbox, the login button will enable and you need to click on login button. As soon as you click on login button, this hospital information page will open. This page you need to skip. Then you can see the TMS page like this. On left hand side, you can see multiple options like registration, pre-authorization, case search, payment claims, COVID cases, auto cancelled cases, MIS. And on the top right corner, you can see the profile or the details of the one who has logged in into the portal. So on the top right corner, you can see this P button, which basically represents the portability mode. Abhi, the platform or the mode that we are in is the normal mode. If you want to switch to portability mode, you need to click on this portability mode button. So basically, the portability mode is used when the patient that has been admitted in your hospital is from some other state, like say your hospital is in Uttar Pradesh and the patient that you have registered or you are giving treatment is from Punjab. So you will use portability mode to do the claim initiation part and other processes in TMS in the portability mode. So now I'll show you how to register the patient. You need to click on this registration button that is at the top left corner. In that you can see PMJY registration and non-PMJY two options. So you need to click on PMJY registration. As soon as you click on PMJY registration, you can see the SHA or scheme name. Since the login that I've used is from Nagaland, dummy login that I've used is from Nagaland. So SHA Nagaland is auto fetched here. Now I need to enter the ID number. It can be either mobile number or PMJY ID. So I'm using the dummy ID, dummy PMJY ID. After entering the PMJY ID, you need to click on retrieve button. If the particular beneficiary that you are registering is below 5 years, you need to click on this radio button. If not, then you don't have to click on this radio button. Since I'm not selecting this beneficiary as child below 5 years, so I'll be clicking on retrieve button. So you can see the patient registration page. You can see the patient photograph, PMJY ID, Aadhaar number of the patient, name, gender, mobile number, year of birth, age, address as in Ayushman card, and communication address. You can see this checkbox which says if card and communication card means Ayushman card and communication address are same, you need to click on this checkbox. Now you need to select the mobile number belongs to option self, family or attendant. I am selecting self. Once you select the self, the mobile number will be auto fetched. Now you need to upload the photo of the beneficiary or your patient. So I have uploaded the patient photograph. Now you need to upload MS declaration. After uploading both of these documents, you'll move forward with the two check boxes which says the mobile number is owned by beneficiary or beneficiary family and not by PMAM. PMAM is Pradhan Mantri Arogya Mitra. You need to click on this checkbox. So is it okay if I give the training in English, or you guys want it in bilingual, Hindi and English both? You can write it in the chat box. So I'll give the training in both the languages. I'll give in Hindi and English both. So now you need to click on this consent checkbox. अब आपको ये चेकबॉक्स क्लिक करने के बाद नीचे रजिस्टर का बटन दिया हुआ है. जैसे ही आप इन दोनों चेकबॉक्स पे क्लिक कर लेंगे, ये रजिस्टर का बटन अनेबल हो जाएगा. तो यू नीड टू क्लिक ऑन दिस रजिस्टर बटन. जैसे आप रजिस्टर बटन पे क्लिक करोगे, a pop-up message will appear on your screen which says do you want to register patient. जैसे आप रजिस्टर बटन पे क्लिक करोगे, एक मैसेज पॉपअप होगा जो कि पूछेगा आपसे कि क्या आपको ये पेशेंट रजिस्टर करना है. तो आप ओके पे क्लिक करेंगे. जैसे ही आप ओके पे क्लिक करोगे तो आपका पेशेंट रजिस्टर हो जाएगा सक्सेसफुली विद द पेशेंट रजिस्टर आईडी 1678. Either you can note down the registration ID or you can take the print of the registration ID form. So this was the first part, the registration part that is to be done by Medco. Now comes the pre-authorization of the patient. For that, you need to go to the pre-authorization option. In that, you can see initiate pre-auth. initiate new pre-auth. You need to click on initiate new pre-auth option. Once you click on new initiate pre-auth, you can see the list of participants, sorry, the list of patients that you have registered. So our patient that we have registered now was Ramesh, and the registration ID was 1678. So I am selecting our patient. So once you select the patient, you can see the patient registration details as it was mentioned in patient registration form. You can see the scheme name. Now comes the general findings, personal history, and past and family history. So you need to fill these details. You need to click on general finding. I'm filling all the mandatory fields with asterisk, but it is advised for all of you guys to fill all the fields given in the general finding option. After filling all these informations, you need to click on save. Once you click on save, the message will pop up: general examination findings saved successfully. Now you can close this tab. Personal history is not mandatory. You can skip this. Then comes the past and family history. I'm selecting not applicable for the demo purpose and clicking on save. The same message will pop up: past and family history details saved successfully. You can close this tab. Then comes the primary diagnosis. I've selected fever. And for specialty, I'm selecting general medicine. So I've selected specialty as general medicine. Procedure may I've selected dengue shock syndrome. And now I'm trying to fill ICHI code. Let me refresh the page since ICHI code is not getting. Okay. And okay, so we have filled the specialty procedure, ICHI code, and investigation. I've selected clinical notes as investigation, and now I'll click on add procedure. Okay, please select ICHI code. So the procedure has been added successfully. Now we'll move forward with the treatment treatment protocol. In the treatment protocol section, you need in the action under action tab, you will see the add stratification option. So under that, you need to select the bed category. I'm selecting HDU, and then I'll click on add. Once you click on add, the stratification added successfully message will appear. You can close this tab. Then comes the test name. You need to upload the clinical notes detailing history and admission notes showing vitals and examination findings. So we have uploaded the clinical note document. Now comes the admission details option. You need to select the admission type, whether it is planned or emergency. I am selecting planned. Now you need to enter the proposed surgery or treatment date. I'm selecting 14th. Admission date, I am selecting 13th. Is this the medical legal case? If yes, you need to click on yes, and then you need to enter the FIR or LMC number along with the police station name. If no, then you need to click on this radio button which says no. Below that, you can see the package cost, incentive amount, total package cost, and then comes the remark. After entering the remark, comes the action type. There are two options in the action type. First is save, if you want to save the details that you have filled. Second is initiate pre-auth. that you want to initiate the pre-auth of the patient. Once you have selected, you need to check the add and view attachment if you have attached all the documents or not. I request all the participants to please keep their mic on mute. Now you need to fill this option, which is HRQI score. You need, after selecting all the options, click on save. The pop-up message will come that details have been added successfully. Now you need to close this page and then you can click on submit to submit the pre-authorization of the patient. You need to click on yes that you want to initiate the pre-auth. So pre-authorization of the patient has been initiated by Medico and the case number is this. Then comes the PPT role. What PPD is basically the pre-auth panel doctor. PPD does what does is PPD basically approves the pre-auth that Medico has initiated. The login process for all the roles are same. At the top left corner, you can see pre-authorization option. Under that, there is this option called pre-authorization or pre-auth updation. You need to click on pre-auth updation. And you can see the patient. So basically, at PPD level, the cases that comes to PPD is in FIFO order, that is first in, first out. In this role, you need to enter the diagnosis. Here you can see the primary diagnosis and ICD values uh, entered by Medico and PPD. Then you need to update the ICHI details under treatment protocol. The details have been saved successfully. You can close this page. Then you can see the admission details like admission type. We have selected it was planned, the admission date, package cost, total package cost, the amount liable by insurance is. Then comes the remark. You need to enter the remark. And then the workflow, that first the pre-authorization was initiated by Medco, then patient was registered. Then at this level, we can, the PPT will approve the pre-authorization or the PPT can reject or assign to some other PPD or he or she can raise the query. So for this demo purpose, I am selecting approve and then I'll click on submit. As soon as you click on submit, a pop-up message will appear which says, do you want to approve the case? I'm clicking on OK. So as soon as you click on OK, a message will appear which says pre-authorization has been approved by PPD insurer. So this was our case that in the previous role as Medco we initiated. But since, as I've told you, the cases comes to PPD in FIFO order. So I've shown you the process, what PPD basically does for the case that he or she receives. Now again, I have to log in as Medco. Now, once the case has been approved or pre-authorization has been approved by PPD, Medco will log in and then Medco will update the surgery or discharge details of the patient. That you can do by clicking on pre-authorization option. Under that, you have second option which says cases for surgery and discharge. You can see the cases here. I request all the participants to please keep their mic on mute. So I'm selecting any random case. So you need to enter COVID case details. Is this COVID case? No. Now you need to enter the so you need to enter the treatment start date and then and in the option treatment, sorry, surgery or treatment start date details, there is the save button option that you need to click so that the date can be saved. Then comes the treatment summary. You need to enter the status at the time of discharge. If the case is of discharge, if it is of if the case is of death, you need to select death and upload the death certificate. So I'm selecting discharge. Once you click on the radio button, of discharge, the other fields will open like referral details. Is referral required? Yes or no? There are two options. I'm selecting no. Then comes the discharge details like discharge date. I'm selecting 13 along with the time. Now you need to enter the next follow up date. I'm selecting 27th. I'm just entering all the details that are mandatory, but it is advised for you all to enter the details that are asked in the portal. So the next field is this a special case? I'm selecting no. Procedure consent, I've selected yes. Then comes the declaration checkbox. At this step, you need to check the documents that you have to upload by clicking on add or view attachments. So now you need to upload after discharge photo, discharge summary documents. Post special investigations. Under that, you need to upload detailed discharge summary, detailed ICPs, that is daily treatment details, and all investigations report. If it would have been the death case, then you need to upload COVID test report, death certificate, and death summary. Since this is a discharge case, we are not uploading. Screen share है. फिर से करते रहे share. So after uploading all the documents, you can close this section, and then you need to click on this declaration checkbox and then click on submit. So now the pop-up message says, do you want to submit? I'm selecting OK. Now the discharge has been updated, and do you want to initiate the claim? I'm selecting yes. Now under claim details, you need to select the bill date, add the remark, click on the checkbox which says it is certified that the claim and supporting documents are unique and genuine. No payment has ever been claimed using these documents. The same claim and supporting documents will not be submitted in future. Lastly comes the action type. You'll select initiate claim and the checkbox which says I hereby declare that the claim submission with all relevant documents is correct. Um, you can also download the hospital bill at this step if you want to, and then you can select the attachment option and see if any documents is pending or not. After completing all the formalities, you need to click on submit.